Whistle goes, and we start the second half. No changes at half-time that we're aware of.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space. Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
Gullit. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. And here's Eto'o. Nicely weighted ball. Lahm.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Ball is over the line. And it's Roberto Carlos. Maldini. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And the pass is intercepted. And here's Seedorf. Oh no, he's got that wrong. Lobbed in behind. Goalkeeper's ball. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Zico. Eto'o. Roberto Carlos. Keeper's ball. Oh, they can break here. Gullit. A searching ball that into space. And he's managed to get free. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was. Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It warranted a finishing touch.
Roberto Carlos going full steam ahead down the left flank. That's a fabulous ball. Zico. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Seedorf. Referee's had a good look and given a corner. So, third corner of the game. They've played it short. Foot in. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And now hits one! Lahm got a long way forward to join the attack. Neymar. Good running, strong and purposeful. And here's Gullit. And it's Romario. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, the shot could be on here. Very nicely done. And Romario! That had everyone off their seats.
Oh, and it's such a good effort, and maybe the target really should have been hit.
75 minutes played. Has a look and place it forward. Great work on the overlap. Deflected behind for a corner kick. Sporting get their fourth corner.
Sporting clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Schmeichel is there to clear. Van Basten chasing after it. Roberto Carlos. Oh, that's clever. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. And it's Seedorf. Rummenigge. He's had a shot! Oh, it's hit the frame of the goal again!
Sporting probably could have killed things off, but they should be okay here.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Oh, that looks a good ball through. So much time and space here.
Oh, that was expansive and inside.
He gets big! He will be livid with himself. Rijkaard. And that's that. Sporting have emerged victorious in this match of thrills. The odd goal ultimately proving the difference. Gullit voted man of the match, and deservedly so. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Sporting truly can look back on a job well done. Having gone ahead with that first attempt on goal, you could tell it really deflated the opposition, and that allowed them to impose themselves for the rest of the game.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. And this place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this. Can he finish? Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, talking about a man on a mission, that was a super effort.
Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Yes, he's certainly the one who carries the hopes of his team. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Pull it. It's Xabi Alonso, and that has left him in a heap. Cafu. And it's hoisted clear. Rummenigge. Now it's Seedorf. Ruben Dias gets across to intercept that. And here's Gnabry. And it's Roberto Carlos. Modric. Oh, well played, well played.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
It's a sweet ball, that. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Drogba. Now it's Hullet. Oh, delightful ball. He's away! Drogba! He's keen, determined to have his say.
Sporting really putting a few chances together here. Taking one can only add to such good momentum now.
Sporting with the corner, there first. Seedorf with the short one. Seedorf. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And now a sudden chance to counter. Seedorf. Oh, that's fabulous. Neither side yet able to find the net. Picked out brilliantly. And he's gone backward here. Rummenigge. Gnabry is one whose deliveries we all know about. Hullet. Short changes him with that pass. Gnabry. And he was quick to react. Lahm making good progress on the right-hand side. And here's Seedorf. And smartly reclaimed. And it's Roberto Carlos. Oh, easy pickings there. Rummenigge.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Roberto Carlos just loves to go forward whenever he can. Hullet. Drogba. Out to the left it goes. Played it in with a header. Pedri. Batistuta. Mbappe. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And it's Hullet. And here's Drogba. Hullet. He's got plenty of space out wide here. He is just caressing the ball. Xabi Alonso. Rummenigge. Goal chance! Goal! Sporting! How very smart. He just got it right.
There was a distinct lack of pressure there, Peter. It was a good finish, but it was made easy. That's poor defence.
Sporting are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Oh, good ball. Sporting leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. 1-0 the score. That's a little off target. And we've reached half-time. So there we are, half-time. Both teams head into their respective dressing room. And while there was a genuine flow about the game, most importantly, there has been just one telling moment. It is still very tight here. The game still up for grabs. And the half-time score, 1-0.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak may be all it needs to change it.
Sporting, the happy shapes to shoot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Modric, some resolute defending there. Pull it. Oh, and he's through the middle. And he's in on goal. And the shot! And it's Modric. And he's there to retrieve it. Ah, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Modric.
Sporting are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
Beckenbauer makes the interception. Now it's Batistuta. Pedri. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Roberto Carlos gets into a good position. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. He's found a way through. Can he put it away? Sporting have their second corner now. Seedorf plays it short. And here's Seedorf. Milan are looking to go forward now. Couldn't squeeze it through. And it's Roberto Carlos. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
I think the manager's pondering his options as to whether to stick or twist, Peter, in view of the time remaining.
It's Drogba! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
It's easy to say it, but difficult to stop it when runs in behind are being made like that.
Rice. Ødegaard. Nicely weighted ball. Has a go!
Milan showing a little more urgency now, and to be honest, Peter, this is what's required.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
And it's Lahm. Well read, and the danger is averted. Pedri. Well read, nice interception. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Oh, super find. And here's Roberto Carlos.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
Roberto Carlos. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it. Look, movement creates more options, and that was really sharply done.
The referee's awarded a free kick. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it. Now, there are plenty in the middle waiting for this. They're taking a moment to consider their options. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Pedri. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Mbappe is fouled. Oh, that was close. Sporting can now introduce the first of their substitutes. And the break in play means they can now affect their change.
Yeah, they've gone for more energy up front. This is a clear message, Peter.
Always played it. Tries a shot! And that would have won it.
He's really trying to take this upon himself to get it won.
Now it's Van Basten. Pull it. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Xavi Alonso. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Can he get onto this? Now it's Hullet. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. Floated through. And he thumps it clear. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked...
And a shot! So close to drawing level.
Yeah, he was just a little too eager to get his chance away there, and it could have level matters.
Couple of changes then in quick succession.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Sporting will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change. Batistuta, well seen, saw that coming. That's a lovely, neat pass. That's been cut out, well played. Now it's Mbappe. Cafu. Roberto Carlos with the foul. And it's Roberto Carlos. Cannavaro with the clearance. They get a throw in. That's good play. Cafu played in. Great defending, strong and determined.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
That's good vision. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Seedorf. And that's that. Sporting have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the tightest of leads. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, that was a hard-fought win with a defensive masterclass. They backed up their goal with a resilience that was first class.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beck. So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped, undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
Lahm just loves to go forward whenever he can. Roberto Carlos. Oh, smashing header! And he's there to belt it away. Guardiola. Rijkaard gets a foot in here. Now it's Drogba. That is good alertness. The unmistakable Daniel van Bouten.
One of those players that's been there, done it, got the T-shirt.
And perhaps that's his greatest strength, Jim, his experience.
Certainly one of them, Peter, although for me his all-round game is what impressed most. He's a credible goal threat too, both inside the box and from range.
Yeah, he's got one mighty shot on him. I think it's true to say he once burst a ball while taking a free kick.
I can actually imagine that.
And it's Lahm. Xavi Alonso. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Now it's Mbappe. Nunez. Ball swung in. Could move up a gear here. And here's Thuram. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played. Well stopped.
Can he spark a counter here? Xavi Alonso. Floated through. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Sporting clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Shapes to shoot! Seedorf. Oh, well played. So we're still where we started right now. Drogba! They want to be quick to recover this. Conte.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
He could be in here. No, that's been intercepted. Xavi Alonso. Lahm. Xavi Alonso. And it's Roberto Carlos. And it's Seedorf. Now Seedorf. Xavi Alonso. And it's Maldini. Back into the middle. Stood up well to him there. Thuram. Oh, no joy this time. Schmeichel sends that a long way. White is looking to influence the game from out wide. And here's Nunez. Serginho, quick look, then plays it in. White does really well to win the ball there. And he's picked out the run. Guardiola! Well, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
That was created because of good, lively movement, which pretty much dictated the pass.
Xavi Alonso. And it's Lahm. Lahm carries the ball down the right. Rummenigge.
Yeah, this kind of bold running will...
Up he goes! Goal! Sporting! The breakthrough strike! Devoid of any complexity, but boy was that certain.
Well, you've always got that threat when he's around. Great movement, and what a great header.
Sporting have fired themselves in front.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Conte. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe has got himself a free kick. Serginho. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. And the score is 1-0. Fiddles it through. He could be in here, and he's in on goal. Opts to... And Seedorf! Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, it's a half which has simmered along nicely, warming up to what may be a more open second half to follow.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game as well as intent, but I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Sporting happy to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Sporting carrying a one-goal lead. White. It's a good run down the right. Thuram. Guardiola. And here's Nunez. Serginho. Passes short and sharp. Big chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different. Bastoni kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Drogba. And it's Roberto Carlos. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Nunez is herring after that one. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. And that could set him on his way. And that's clear cut. It's a free kick. Pinches it off him. Sporting are ahead here by what is still the only goal. Roberto Carlos. And a shot! It's in! A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe.
Perhaps deserves a little bit of sympathy here because that's a goalkeeper's nightmare. It's clear that the keeper was unsighted by his defence, and by the time he picked up the flight of that, it was too late.
Sporting are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Rummenigge, and he's certainly onside here. Drogba, oh, that's an excellent interception. Guardiola. Serginho. Van Bouten wins the duel this time. And it's Lahm. Lahm. Now it's Seedorf. It's Gullit. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Seedorf showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And he's cut it out. Now it's Thuram. Conte. And they've got rid. Conte. He's had a hit! And that is doing no harm at all.
He'll be irritated with that, Peter. He really did spring into life as he made his run.
Seedorf. Xiao.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Now it's Darwin. Serginho, who played through for the wide man, succumbs to the pressure. Sporting needed that. They really needed it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
And it's Lahm. Oh, nice one too. Very nice. And that is out and behind. It's a good block.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Seedorf with the short one. Alonso. Seedorf. Chance! And more and more and more. And they are pulling clear here. What a moment of brilliance. Control and perfect accuracy.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. The Eternal City embraces this massive sea of blue, which has flooded across the Olympico. It's hard to convince yourself there's another team involved. The action has already started. Veron cuts out the pass. Van Basten.
Peter, we're about to see how good Lilian Thuram is. Besides being physically imposing and quick, he's very intelligent and usually that crucial split second ahead of everybody else.
Yeah, fabulous reader of the game.
And pretty much got it all.
And he's made sure that's not getting through. Roberto Carlos. Xavi Alonso. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. No way through. Veron. Chance here to counter. Spread out to the left. No, he's just misjudged that one.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
It's a mighty effort! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
That's a little unfortunate. He had a lot of people worried then.
I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Drogba might just make this. Pull it. First quarter of an hour gone. And it's Lahm. Sporting have a free kick. A real opportunity here from a position of great potential. He's shaping up to have a crack from here. Hullet! Just off target.
Hullet certainly could have and should have made more of that.
If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Cannavaro promptly onto that, and that is that. Seedorf. Lahm. Passing is crisp and sharp.
Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And he welcomes it in. Now it's Mbappe. He's picked his way through. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so... Tries a shot! He can get that clear. Mbappe is onto it in a flash. Maldini. Xavi Alonso. And it's Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos looking to hit the byline here. And that should get the job done. Veron. And the counter is on. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Roberto Carlos. Xavi Alonso. Pirlo.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
And it's a corner. They've played it short. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Probably be looking to play it square from here. So who's he going to be aiming for here? And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Veron. Oh, that's a clever looking ball. Oh, no joy this time. Xavi Alonso. Well, anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. Goal! Sporting! And Sporting score first! So the first moment of real significance.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Oh, shooting chance!
That's great defending to cover for the goalkeeper and just get something in the way.
Fiddles it through. And it's Drogba. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Veron. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Rummenigge. Rummenigge. Great chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Thuram gets rid without sophistication. And the shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Rummenigge is offering a wry smile there.
This possibly the last play of the half. Xabi Alonso. And the whistle goes for half-time. Steady, solid, and for now, where they want to be. Just one goal, and they have it. Good effort from both sides, but at half-time, it is 1-0.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Sporting leading 1-0 at the break. Has a shot! He's scored! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Oh, listen, the writing was on the wall. It looked like this was going to happen, and it has.
Smiles broad and beautiful. That is a cracking hit.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
Well, that's beautifully weighted. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Xavi Alonso. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Mbappe. He's going for goal! Marvellous goal!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
Beautiful, just beautiful. The joy of the moment.
That was magnificent.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. He's got the shot away. No mistake. That is remarkable. All square in a matter of moments.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
This is quite a battle.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Totti. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Pirlo. Mbappe is herring after that one. Thuram.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Veron. And that is a little undercooked. Alarm. And that's really well manoeuvred. Too much on it, and that's the keeper's. Veron. Aimed beyond the defence. Now it's Mbappe. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And it's Van Basten. Brilliantly cut out. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Passing nice and neat. Roberto Carlos receives it in a wide position. Can he finish?
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. Sporting merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
Now it's Mbappe. Veron's cross. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Rummenigge. Great ball if he can get there. Lovely feet. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Sporting really will have to throw everything at this now. That's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Ah, good steal. He just read it. Cannavaro. Forwards and with intent. Barella. Barella. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Oh, perfectly measured that.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Gullit wins the duel this time. Into stoppage time, whistle due any moment. And here's Mbappe. Picked up, has a go! Now, who's going to be first to this?
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves
And
set.
that will be it. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get and hope for better. Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. The action has already started. Looking for the runner. Well read, nice interception. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Hullet, and that's played in low. And he's heaved it away and claimed it back swiftly. Messi is wide and looking to get onto this. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Santos clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted. Peter, we're about to see how good Lilian Thuram is. Besides being physically imposing and quick, he's very intelligent and usually that crucial split second ahead of everybody else.
Yeah, fabulous reader of the game.
And pretty much got it all.
And it's Seedorf. Rummenigge. Roberto Carlos. That's a good cross in and a good clearance out. Messi. Neither side especially adventurous early on. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Alonso. Hullet. Roberto Carlos just loves to go forward whenever he can. Rummenigge. Now it's Messi. Maldini does really well to win the ball there.
Well, caution is dominating proceedings. This isn't meeting expectations.
Back into the middle. Seedorf! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And it's Seedorf. Lahm. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Now it's Messi. Done delicately. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Caught offside that time. Oh, that's an excellent interception. Is that a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Roberto Carlos. And here's Drogba. Sporting have reclaimed it. Roberto Carlos. Bellingham. Oh, not quite. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Seedorf. And it's Roberto Carlos. Now it's Drogba. Roberto Carlos. He's shifting through the gears here. Goal! Sporting! And Sporting score first. So we have our breakthrough.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game.
He's had a shot! Roberto Carlos gets rid without sophistication. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Oh, nice touch.
That was lovely, that.
He has done it! And again, they simply do not know what has hit them. Sporting are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Now it's Drogba. He's found a way through. Oh, important interception. Koundé. Messi. Bellingham. Sporting looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Oh, that's well spotted. Roberto Carlos takes control of it and he's on the move. Rijkaard. Drogba might just make this.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And here's Roberto Carlos.
Such good technique.
Now it's Hullet. Can he finish? And it's there! There is a man right at the top of his game, and he just knows it. Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Well, that defence is perplexed by the fact they've allowed him the space.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, he's made this game all about it.
And we hit half-time. So you hear the chants of easy, easy, and those are entirely justified. 3-0 after 45 minutes, and it is hard to believe that there won't be more after the break.
This looks well and truly sewn up already, Peter, but please feel free to forget what I've just said if there's a spectacular turnaround.
Sporting are steaming towards victory thanks to 3 first-half goals, which have left the opposition feeling grateful just to get in for a break. Another 45 minutes to come, but the mood in the stands here is very much suggestive that the deal is done. It is 3-0 at the break. And the action is back on the way. Rummenigge. Oh, just skips past his man. There's the shot! And it's in! Surely now they are well and truly out of sight. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing. Having the composure to score is another.
Big chance! And again! What a save from Peter Schmeichel! Rummenigge. And it's Seedorf. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Good read, needed to be. Onana. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Hullet.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
Platini. Taken back almost at once. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Drogba. Seedorf. A noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Has a look and plays it forward. Maldini calmly anticipates. Rummenigge has a look and has a go. No, it's wide.
Another example of how comfortable this team is on the break.
And it's Roberto Carlos. Bellingham looking to get on the end of this. Rummenigge. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Seedorf. And smartly reclaimed. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. And the shot! Ronaldinho. Rijkaard. Some resolute defending there. Oh no, this does not look good. Oh, hang on. He scored! Terrible error, duly punished. They're still trying to make a game of this. Rijkaard. Maldini. Roberto Carlos is fouled. And they've got rid.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Rijkaard wins the duel this time. And it's Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos goes on a charge down the left. Showing good feet. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Roberto Carlos. Out again for a throw-in. Luis Suarez. Xabi Alonso has created one goal already.
They'll want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Lahm looking to hit the byline here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Gullit is flagged offside. Into the last 5 minutes. And he's managed to gift it back. Seedorf. Kubo. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And no, he's seen through all of that. Beckham. He's looking to set free a runner. Kubo. Nice interception, well timed. Roberto Carlos.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Oh, that's clever. Serginho. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Gullit. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Short changes him with that pass. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. And that's it. Sporting, looking by any yardstick formidable, truly enjoyable to watch and clearly so together. That was a terrific day for them. Bullet gleefully reminding us of what a superb day he's had at the office. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Sporting definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.